Because I totally need to set up the game. But hello, chat members. How is everybody doing this fine morning, evening? Wherever it is that you are at. I hope that it's going where. Lizard jump scare? You should no, it's not a jump scare. You should be prepared to see the lizard as the first thing on the stream. That's on you. That's on you. Yes, on you. You Rain, you're one of my regulars. That's on you. I was recollecting my thoughts. Oh, it begins. Oh wow, I picked my mic there. I'm so sorry. Hold on. That was on me. I put the microphone closer to my voice, my mouth. Prime 2 will be 20 years at this 2024. Yeah, in November actually. I gotta write a video about it because like this is my favorite. I could, even though Gabe would probably slam his head against the desk, I could start a whole new game file today.
I'll slap you.
Yeah, I could start from scratch again. I never get tired of replaying Prime, Echoes, and Fusion. Like, the moment I finish the game, I go like, ha 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 ha, again, ha 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 ha, again. I'm pretty sure I would do the same with, like, Wind Waker and Majora's Mask if they were, like, on the Switch and not through, like, a Nintendo Online subscription service, because it's so awkward.
Wind Waker is not.
Yeah, Wind Waker is
the
not
online
in there, but
subscription.
Majora's Mask is like on the N64, and it's just so awkward to play compared to like the 3DS version and all this other stuff. And I think it'd just be easy to play if I could just, you know, if Nintendo had a genius Galaxy Brain idea and they let me change the controllers I want per game. But anyways, we're not here to complain about Switch Online. We're here to complain about the fact that Echoes Remaster is still not out. I say that jokingly. I could wait. Oh, hey, Sadu. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna just leave the Sadu there, just in case. We get pawns showing up. That way there's a Sadu distractor from bullying my lizard. You can never stop playing Prime, and too many memories to recollect on. You say that jokingly, but I've been pretty nostalgic about these two games, because like these are the ones that 3 games, because Fusion, that made me the Metroid fan I am today. So, you know, if it weren't for this, I probably wouldn't do Orpheon and all this other like hindsight crap. Whoa, thingy.
And most of your projects in college wouldn't have not have Samus on it.
Yeah, most of my projects in college would not have Samus in them. They would just have some other random character, you know? Alright, so we're 97%. We're missing a few items. As it always happens in these streams, I tend to forget which items I collect or not, but since we don't have anything else aside from going to finish the game, I might as well just take the moment and explore. Again, this is more like the background to me talking to you, and then I like doing Prime and Echoes and Fusion just because like I already know these games. I can put mine on autopilot. You had college projects with Samus as the subject, cool. Yeah, it's not that I just had college projects with Samus in them. Is that every project I had a Samus.
He added Samus to it.
I added Samus to every single one of my college projects. Every single one. There would have been a little like Samus mention or Samus acid or something along those lines. You know? Wait, I want Transport C. This is my biggest complaint with Echoes. It's a Great Temple. Transport C is in the other side. Like, if Echoes Remaster gets made, I'd wish that they came to this room over here and like just put a little color code or noticeable difference on the doors so that you know which one leads to where after the fact. But yeah, you know, studying both, videos and animation and coding, I always wrote Samus stuff. Like, all my prints on, like, my Python codes, I remember. Because I'm starting to get back into Python, and I loaded, like, some of my old scripts and tutorials from college just to, like, refresh my memory. And I'm just laughing at, like, younger me, I guess. Just writing a bunch of Metroid stuff for the examples of my prints and stuff. There was a couple of teachers who actually enjoyed the little nods and gave me like an extra point or so. Like, oh, I should have given you an 89 or like a 79, but like because you put this silly Metroid thing, I'm gonna give you one extra point. Type of thing. Like, at least I told myself that if I'm ever a teacher, my classes are just gonna be a bunch of different brain rot as examples. You know, we'll have Nier, we'll have Lizard, we'll have Monster Hunter, we'll have birds, a shit ton of birds. Right, I might as well first collect the remaining Sky Temple keys and things in this area. We're missing 7 items because we're at 94%. But if I recollect my thoughts well enough, I believe that we did do the 101% glitch because I always end up showing it to chat because as far as I know, you can actually do that in every version because you can even do it on Trilogy. So I guess that my one hope if Echo's remaster happens is that they don't fuck up with that glitch because it's one of my favorite glitches in the Metroid series in general. But yeah, we're gonna have to re-explore the maps. There is a considerable few items that I missed, and I don't really remember where, this particular run has been going out for several months, so I don't know a lot of like the early games I opted to get or skipped. I think there might be a few things still in Agon Wastes. Oh no, a lot of things. If only I had the Annihilator beam to watch them do the silly seppuku attack. So fucking satisfying. I love this so much. Yeah, come over. Don't you love it? Like, again, if I just went from here to fight the Emperor Ing, I would not have the opportunity to try that out. And why wouldn't you want to try that out? That's so cool. All Sky Temple keys found. Alright, so that's 5 items we're missing. Chat, which background music or area would you like me to explore first?
Magmar Cave?
Magmar Carven says some Prime 1. This is Prime 2.
Yeah,
your
just play
options
Prime
are... I mean, I can swap to Prime 1 if you want. We can start a whole new... Oh my goodness, I never realized that these things actually home in on you. What? No way. It's just gotta be convenient. Oh no, they do home in on you. I never knew that. That's pretty cool. Recollection. Did I stutter? No, you did not stutter. How can you stutter? You're texting. Alright, so we're missing 3 missiles and several energy tanks, and I think a power bomb? I think power bombs cap at 10? Alright, so it's like 3 missiles. Because 2 missiles takes me to 255, and then 1 extra for the one I have, and then 2 energy tanks. Yeah, the math seems to check out. Amanda, you should play Recollection as the background music. Well, I don't have background music for it yet.
Unless we can find a song that is called Recollection.
Yeah, I guess, but it wouldn't be tied to the show. Like, there's definitely songs called Recollection out there, but they're not tied to Blue or anything. I would add a few more moves to the final fight against Dark Samus for a remaster. I would totally remake it if I could. There's these sick-ass concept arts where Dark Samus gets like a mech-type suit body. That obviously did not make it to the final version of the game that I just think would absolutely look sick as fuck. Alright, I'm near Torvis. I guess I'll start searching Torvis. Like, it's a shame that those ideas never came out for Prime 2 and 3, because at least I would have brought that for, like, Corruption as, like, a Phase 3 fight against Dark Samus. Where, like, alright, she's become the core of the Aurora Unit 313, and then she says enough is enough. And then explodes and turns into, that version of the boss fight. But... oh wait, I didn't get the... oh no, I did get the Sonic Boom. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I did not get the Sonic Boom. What about Exponential Entropy? I mean, I guess that could work for Recollection. Forward and back, and then forward and back, and then go forward and back, then put 1 foot forwards. Like, I know I want to do an Echoes video. A part of me is already, like, taking the plunge into writing these long format videos and YouTube shorts, and then just prepare content en masse, and then just release it whenever they're ready as a package, so that way I can add Recollection stuff and maybe try a second go at the campaign. But I'm still, like, stumped on how I want the angle of the Echoes video to be about, because this is just my favorite game, and, like, I feel like I could just spend forever talking about it, you know? You can go and fuck off, Rangelers. I'm not in the mood. I am searching for items that I am missing. I'm surprised there's a lot this time around. Especially energy tanks. I feel like I'm usually pretty good about collecting every energy tank. Ah, but you know, it gives us more chance to just chat and whatever. Alright, I got that missile. Oh, there's an energy tank in here. Maybe I didn't get this one. There's an item in here as well. I mean, this is broken, so I probably did come over here. Yep. Go for the Annihilator Beam door in the Catacombs. Was that in Light Torvus or Dark Torvus? I'm pretty sure I might be missing some things on Torvus underwater, so... I don't know why. I think it's the fact that, like, I'm streaming, and it's sort of on an irregular schedule still. Transit Tunnel South, Gathering Hall, Catacombs. Just passing by, I'm seeing a friend going to raid in Lost Ark. Is that like a 14 raid?
Lost Ark is a different game.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it's like MMO Diablo.
Oh, okay. It's like, I think I'm thinking of the raid of like the Void Ark. You know? You know what? I'm gonna search the upper half first.
And then the lower half.
Yeah, and then we'll make our lower.
And then the right half.
Then we'll get our way to the lower half, because over there, the lower half can take us to Sanctuary Fortress. And I think I kind of want to go Torvus, Sanctuary, Agon Waste. Leave the one I like the least for last. There's an energy tank in the portal chamber. Need the screw attack. Yeah, I'll go see if I have that. I think I already did get that one. And then forward and back. Greetings, Orpheon. How things are for you today? Oh, they're pretty good. How about you? Turns out I don't have... oh, there's an item here. There's an item here. I completely forget this is a thing you have to do. I completely always forget that this is an item. There we go. One missile down. 2 more to go. So yeah, I didn't. Part of the reason last night I was able to do a late night stream and do this right now is that apparently, like, I'm still waiting for my client to reply with whatever changes they want, and like, I don't really want to be doing changes until I hear back from them, and then they ask me to do more changes that are not the ones I'm doing. Oh, I hate this one. I'm pretty sure I got this one, but
You're gonna check anyway.
there we go. No, we're going for 101%. So there's 2 missiles remaining. Technically speaking. It does cap out at 255, but the missiles, like, the code says, alright, yeah, cap it at 255. The percentage, however, does not have a cap until it reaches 999. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I did once again the glitch because so close to the funny number. But wow, thanks Midnight. Thank you all. Thanks for the support and for all these months, teacher. I've been having fun writing in Obsidian. I'll tell you later after the chat, but like with the you know, the new outline of Recollection, it started to get rather thick in the sauce because I'm just writing the official backstory to everything in general. Just like putting those ideas in those Google slides into a more thorough deep dive in some aspects, but still keeping it relevant and like bullet pointy, if you may. Got the I wish this also got the remaster as well. Just imagine how good it would be. No, don't get me started, chat. This is my favorite Metroid game. This is my favorite game. I think this is arguably the prettiest Metroid game, and I feel like there's a lot of potential for visuals with the just types of environments and ecosystems you see on Aether, Talon 4, I was about to say. To be fair, when I was a kid, I did not think that trick would work because they're dark commandos, you know? I didn't think that those enemies could be frozen, but like on hindsight, they can be possessed by Ings, but they're still creatures from Light Aether, I guess. Obsidian is just a really nice planning-wise, because it feels somewhat more official when you bullet point it for some reason. Yeah, I mean, I'm not using quite literal bullet points. It's more like, alright, I'm not spending too much time in details unless those details are relevant to like the story or setting up the world or a character. So that way, like, the general gist... Oh, I got this one. There's a Dark Aether key in here. A Sky Temple key in here, which, you know, I definitely did get because I got the message saying that the gates to the Sky Temple are open. Like, I always found it cool, like, in this aspect of Metroid. It's very Zelda-y in that regard, about finding the MacGuffin that lets you enter the villain's domain and all this other stuff. But I guess I like it more in Metroid because it's like more hidden around the world you're visiting rather than being confined to this particular dungeon that you're just naturally going to progress through because the story demands you to go there, you know? There should be another item over here. My brain has been in shambles since yesterday, as I can't stop thinking about forward and back, and then forward and back. That song does to you. And now we have the oh, I was gonna say that's a unique glitch. I've never seen that before. Item acquired. Alright, let's go to the lower half of Torvus then. Unless chat is like, oh, there's an item around here. Check it out. Like, feel free to remind me about item locations, chat. I don't mind. This is not a randomizer run. You remember there was a missile at the top of the Federation ship. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do remember that, but I'm pretty sure I collected it. It's more like, I guess the tricky part right now is just me having to try and guesstimate what are the power-ups I probably missed. There's an item just... it's just... There's an item there. Probably. There are items somewhere on the map. Where they could be, I couldn't tell you, but I just know that there are some in the map. You know, I have a small, silly theory. Silly theory. It's not factually incorrect. No, it is not factually incorrect, but it's also very much, also not, specific, I guess. There do be items. Yeah, you're right. I do have, like, a small tinfoil hat fan theory. Well, not fan theory because it's not, like, because it's me and I'm a fan, I guess. But I have the awful suspicion that, like, Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime 4 might have Luminovs again. Call it a hunch, I guess. Like, there's a part of my brain that says, Luminov. Luminov might be back. And if it's the case, I might be excited. I'm not usually a fan of, like, repeats and all, but, like, I guess that the Luminov just have so much potential to continue with the story. And different angles in which you can approach to the civilization that it might be fun to see them just come back. Luminov, my beloved. Yeah, I love the Luminov so much. Like, I don't really like moths, and I think it's just because the moths where I live become so fucking big.
Yeah, and they're literally Pokemons.
Yeah, where I live, bugs might as well be Pokemons. They're that big. Like, they're big enough for me to, like, need an actual tool to, like, try and evict them from my house. Luminosity. you wrote like a pawn letter there, Midnight. That's your pawn brain speaking. I don't really want to do this room, so I'm trying to see if there's a way for me to double check that I got the item, because I remind me, chat, there's only one item here, right? And it's all the way up there. Because if it's the case, I think I already got it last time I was here with Collector and Pawn. Somebody please confirm that Torvus Plaza and Plaza Axis only have one item each. Unless Dark Visor. Unless Echo Visor. So for the randomizer and crowd control, I've figured out some of the numbers. I'm trying to find a way that the feature that removes energy tanks has like a specific cap at either a number or a specific amount of time before it brings them back, and I'm just trying to see of a balanced way, because I feel like a tug of war would be more fun to have for a crowd control than just like either you guys can't mess a lot with me, or you guys are just overall being too chaotic and now I cannot do much progress on anything. Because it is, like, as we saw in the test a year or so ago, it can really easily lose all of the energy tanks that you have. And I also don't feel like, alright, I'll start with a light suit so that way I don't care about Dark Aether's atmospheres. I think it kind of just defeats the purpose of the fun of it. If anything, I thought about at least maybe redoing like a randomizer run of Majora's Mask or one of the Prime games. Gabe and I are trying to do the Wind Waker randomizer, because it's another game that we both like a lot. But I'm not too familiar from the top of my head as with Wind Waker as I am with Majora's Mask, so it definitely would need like a tracker. If Metroid Prime 4 comes out before Prime 2 Remaster and Prime 3 Remaster, then those remasters will get the same big boy treatment as Metroid Prime Remaster got. I think that they would probably just get the same big boy treatment in general, because I feel that all 3 Prime games share the same engine. The main hard part would be the fact that you cannot reuse any models or textures that you've made for Prime 1 on 2 and 3, because it's brand new assets for the sequels. Even Samus's armor is different from Prime 2 and 3. So, like, I feel that, like, they're either making those 2 in a bundle, or, like I said, they're gonna release them in, like, a period of time to coincide with Prime 4's release. And all of them will be $40 each. Well, you could see Luminov working with the Federation in the background, as well as some Reptilicus. You never know. You see Luminovs working with the Federation? Where? I don't remember that. Generally curious. I'm gonna go to the bottom first. How much has the lamp been repaired? The full lamp has been repaired. We're only missing to return the last lamp from defeating the final boss. But because I'm a special snowflake and I really hate final bosses in Metroid games, I'd rather just try and see if I can get the 101%. Because, like, in my mind, that's when I truly beat the game. Not when I, you know, kill the final boss and I get these credits and whatever. No, thanks, Samosa yet. It's also like stalling in case Pawn can magically show up, as she does sometimes, and in which case, alright, we can go fight Dark Samus for the Pawn commentary at least. I might as well check Dark Aether, make my way back to Light Aether, check the upper level of this area, and then make my way to Sanctuary. The right way to be a Metroid game is 100% items. Yeah, I mean, unless it's zero mission. I'll be honest. Like, I like 100%ing is the 2D, like these Prime games, and Fusion. The most. Super can be fun. I'm not saying that the other games can't be fun, but they don't. They don't satisfy me or whatever as much as the others. With Zero Mission, at least, no, I just don't like the over-reliance on the Shine Spark puzzles and how they're made and all this other stuff. But that's more of a me thing. Speaking of, this question is for both Pawn and you. Well, Pawn will answer later because she's not here. Which stinks the most that this sign is your favorite? Huh?
Is that Pawn ain't here?
I mean, yeah, she ain't here. I personally like... I think Pawn's favorite version of Dark Samus is indeed the final boss fight of this, which she's extra goopy and translucent and stuff. Mine is basically the one from Echoes, because I like the more sort of body horror approach it has, and the color scheme. I like the Prime 3 armor, but I kind of prefer it more with the darker color scheme that it had in Smash Brothers, rather than the more cyan color scheme it had in Corruption. Like, I get why it's cyan, because it's closer to actual Phazon colors, but I just prefer the cooler, the darker color scheme for that, like, ominous feeling of sorts. It really helps at selling the fact that, like, the Phazon has hardened or something, like a shell again. So it's like poetry, so it rhymes. The Phazon radiation is not yet high enough for Pawn to manifest in this stream. You say that jokingly, but I'm pretty sure that's, like, the case. We've not fulfilled our radiation quota for her to be interested in randomly appearing. Alright, over here, one of these, there's item. So I'll go through the light door. Yellow and the poetic character designs, my beloved. Yeah, that's why I like it. I like poetic character designs. Looks at blue. Looks at red. Looks at mask. The yellow and white alts for Dang Samosa and Ultimate look beautiful. Yeah, they do. We have to summon Pawn with a promise of Phazon. I will transfer my brain cell. Thank you, Midnight. Now you try to do brain cell holder to brain cell holder communication. I'll try to do lizard to lizard communication in the meantime. See-through Dang Samosa hits very different of Prime 2, that is. I also like how it shows how her nervous system and bone structure looks like in that form. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Again, the sort of horror elements with it are pretty dope. Will Prime 4 revisit Phazon? I highly doubt it. Kensuke Tanabe, the producer of the Prime trilogy, and who's also the producer of Prime 4, has said in a few statements after Prime 3's ending, with some of them dating as close back to 2015, 2016, where he's just saying, no, yeah, the story with Phazon and Dark Samus are over, and we want to follow the train of thought with Silex. And this was before, like, Prime 4 was even confirmed to be a thing. Because, again, 2015. So I kind of find it unlikely that they'll bring Phazon back, unless there's, like, indeed, like, a time-shifting mechanic. Which is another theory that some people have because of the way Tanabe, in similar interviews, also voiced that he would like the idea to explore the idea of doing something again like Echoes, where Samus is traversing through sort of different like between Aether and Dark Aether, but this is now between two different time periods. So like a Silex arc trilogy. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say if it's going to be another trilogy. My bet is if it sells good enough, then yeah, it's definitely going to make it become another trilogy. And if that is indeed the case, sure, it could be Silex-oriented. But I think it could also take into, like, a Hunters type of situation or something along those lines. Or maybe some new threat shows up that we just don't know of yet. Because we don't know if Silex is supposed to be the main villain or sort of like a rival or something, but, like, you know, as of now, it's safe to say he is the main villain. What I like about Metroid is that theoretically can make it anything. The possibilities are quite literally endless. Yeah, there are endless. Oh look, one of the items I was missing.
Look at that, so we're there.
It wasn't on the Annihilator beam, but it was near Catacombs.
Is it an energy tank?
Yes. And I'm screwing up the mechanic because I'm trying to read chat instead of focusing first on the puzzle at hand. The possibilities are quite literally endless. Hi, yeah, sorry I could only be around for a bit last stream. Ironically, I'm doing dailies right now. You know what? Ironically enough, I was half considering about doing dailies, but I think the squad is teaming up for tonight, right? Are we playing?
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we should watch the first episode of Gab.
No, yeah, we can watch the episode and then do dailies.
Yep.
Because they're 20 minutes. But yes, Midnight, one of the main things I like about Metroid is that the possibilities are endless. And part of the reason I've been tired of trying to stick to the Metroid timeline and all this other stuff is that I feel that that's in the end going to be the one thing that might hold back some developers from try and take new approaches with the series, because now we have to service a timeline canon because us, the fans, demand it. You know?
That's why they dropped it from Zelda.
Yeah.
And they did whatever the fuck it want.
So, like, I feel that at this point, we've reached, like, a nice conclusion to most story beats. So, I hope that with Prime 4 taking place in 20X9, and that being, like, maybe even after Dread, it can start finally be, like, a new chapter in the Metroid story and stuff like that. So, like, from here on out, we don't have to worry about, like, how this game fits with this other game, and this thing, and Space Pirates, and Ridley, and all this other stuff. Like, I want to see Samus just fight other things. The main thing that sometimes kills me about Nintendo games is that, you know, it's always Ganondorf, it's always Link and Zelda. And I know, and people say, well, it's the tradition, and it wouldn't be a Zelda game without Ganondorf and Link and Zelda, but, you know, there's the Oracle games, and Minish Cap, and all these other...
And the new Zelda that is about to come out.
Yeah, and the new Zelda, but that has Link and Ganon as well.
Yeah, but you actually play as Zelda this time.
Yeah, you actually play as Zelda.
And it's like a whole different mechanic and stuff, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, so it's like... I feel that the sticking to the series traditions is also sometimes what might be holding back certain stories from reaching new heights. But, you know, a lot of people don't like new things. They want just more lore entries. We meet the opposite of Burb and Muff magic. Now we fight cat magic. Echoes, your beloved, has such a good soundtrack. It is unreal. Yeah, Echoes has an amazing soundtrack. I don't care. It's... it's always a tie in my heart between this and Prime 1 for the best Metroid soundtrack. I know Super is, like, super iconic and all this other stuff, but man... Finally, you can call it Legend of Zelda, or just Legend of Link, Kappa. Yeah. Many RPGs work because they try new things with new enemies. Yeah, I mean, you can keep the formula. Like, I think the Persona franchise is, like, a great example where each game, it's sort of like, you know what to expect. Confidants, social systems, same as like Final Fantasy.
And what they do is that they
Chocobos.
update the same system.
Yeah, they just update the systems, but they give you new worlds to explore. Soups may be iconic, but ain't this a gem. Yeah, I agree, Shadley. And it's totally not just my Echoes bias, you know? Right, I think that's pretty much every item in room in Torvus teched. So, unless somebody in chat is like, oh, Albert, there's this one that you missed. Yo, dummy. I mean, yeah, or Final Fantasy, for example, since 5, we haven't really done the whole save the crystals. Yeah, I mean, even in Final Fantasy 16, it's more like, fuck the crystals. All my homies hate the crystals. I gorged upon what remained of the mother crystals to find you. Alright, let's go into Sanctuary Fortress then. Echo soundtrack helped me make most of my creatures for one of my back burner projects about dino aliens. Oh, that, yeah, I totally see it. Like, I love rooms like these, though. Echoes has just some great, cool architecture. I love all these sort of swirling fans and stuff like that connecting Torvus to Sanctuary Fortress. Like, they just go too hard on this level design to make what else is a simple elevator room, for instance, just have so much detail. Like, there's water here. It's pretty cool. That's the whole reason, like, I'd really wish there was another developer, be it indie or AAA, to try and give me a Metroid Prime style game. Like, for how many Metroidvanias are out there? I'm still waiting for someone to make a Prime Metroidvania, you know? Luminov know how to do engineering. Yeah, I mean, have you seen their fortress that they built on top of mountain? Look at these rooms. I always love this sort of architecture of the Luminov. It's kind of chaotic, but also regal. And I think it perfectly states like how much of a crunch they were in, but they still added the reds that you see with every other Luminov structure. Those red highlights are just mwah, French kiss, chef kiss, not French kiss. That's different.
Oh yeah,
But I would French kiss.
parallaxing and flat surfaces.
Yeah, I would definitely French kiss this game. Though. Like it's like I'm just taking a moment to appreciate the nooks and crannies that make this game what this game is. Closest might be BioShock 1 and 2. Yeah, true, but like I see that more of a shooter with puzzle elements than a Metroid game. But it is the closest. So far. I never played 2. I only played BioShock's 1 and Infinite. Didn't quite like Infinite that much.
I wouldn't call Bioshock a Metroid game, yeah. Closer to it.
The first one at least.
Bioshock is more of a, how do I say it, like a shooter RPG, if anything.
Yeah, but it's got some... The first one has some, like, Metroid-y elements. I see what Chad is saying, but, like, I wouldn't call it a Metroid game, you know?
Oh, if anything, I think Infinite is closer to it.
I'd say 1 is closer, in my opinion. But I can see why you would say Infinite. Alright, missing 1 energy tank and 2 missiles. Alright, I gotta double check how I'm gonna do the sanctuary cleanup because this is a little bit more convoluted. I know there's a Sky Temple key here. I see what you mean with the Electro and Ice stores. Which Electro and Ice stores? I guess I'll just make sure that the light portion is cleaned up first, and then I'll move to dark either. I'm pretty sure I have the feeling that this is already that I've already collected everything in this area. So I might just make my way to the temple and just go search Agon Wastes first. Or we can start a new file. It would just be for this stream. I don't think I would finish that playthrough. Not that I mind, like, enjoying and doing... I don't mind, like, just walking around and talking while I try and see every single room that has an item. Since
You know what game will be interesting to play Randomizer?
Which one?
Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah, that would be an experience.
Because I think Banjo-Tooie works better than Banjo-Kazooie for that, just because Banjo-Tooie you do unlock different powers for different areas.
Yeah, and there's a lot
Well,
more
Banjo-Kazooie is more linear.
Yeah, there's more backtrack. Okay, I go queue for leveling. If I disappear, that's why it's DPS though. So it's gonna be a bit. What DPS are you leveling? I will judge you harshly upon your answer.
Don't say samurai. Don't say samurai.
Since you mentioned RPGs, what do you think of Mario RPG? I fucking love Mario RPG. I wish I had it on the Switch.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah, the new one. If anything, I always wish they made a Mario RPG too. I know that that's what became Paper Mario down the line, but you know, I wish a Mario RPG too, in the same vein that how we got Thousand Year Door after the original Paper Mario.
Are you gonna get Mario and Luigi?
Maybe. Like, I do like Mario and Luigi RPGs, but, like, I don't... The combat gets a little bit more... gets stale a little bit faster for me because of the whole defensive approach. Oh, I know where the last energy tank is at. I think I know where the last energy tank is at. It's in the light portal of these in Temple Grounds, so we should just be focusing on missiles. I always forget about these light beacons. Anyhow, on Tuesday will be my last exam. After that, I'll be 3 days to do whatever. Are there things you want your burp deck to be? I just want it to be a funny burp deck that has like some decent synergy, and or a funny gimmick and silly cards and stuff like that. Like I love myself a good gimmick deck, but I like a gimmick deck that you can sort of not just like, all right, my opponent negated a spell and now I'm screwed type of thing.
Yeah, Albert likes gimmicks, like Alaka Sam, Rayquaza.
Yeah. Like, I like doing gimmicks, I like playing with the graveyard, I like bouncing resources, I like...
Yeah, that's why I think if you ever play Digimon, you should do a purple deck.
Oi. I like
Purple deck plays a lot with the graveyard, and it has a lot of like gimmicky, like evolve from graveyard and shit like that.
Chad is saying that they're leveling up Dancer right now, and then Machinist because they just want to get rid of all the aiming. So that says that they're a Bart main, so they can get the fuck out of my party. Darksiders 3 feels like a Metroid game, but has a reference to the Spiral and Gravity. I mean, I'd say it's more of a Zelda game.
Yeah, Darksiders 3 is more of a Zelda game.
Darksiders is more of a Zelda. I meant like a first-person type of game, like Metroid Prime puzzles and exploration, where combat is more just like a means to an end.
Darksiders doesn't really have backtracking as much. It's more of like collect the MacGuffin to progress on the specific area that you're in, and you can kind of find something if you go somewhere else with this MacGuffin.
Yeah. The brain rot kicked in. Well, Chad, you know me. Echo's knowledge went brrr. I'm sorry. I love this game too much, alright? This is my favorite game. If I were to be like, if somebody pulled a gun in my head and told me, what's your favorite game? You can only choose one. I immediately say Echoes. And when I finish Roulettes, I'm gonna wait for my buddy and then continue Elma's game. Oh, my beloved. Midnight wants the Mario and Luigi game. Like, I also want it. I love RPGs. I feel that the Switch was like, my RPG dream machine. But I never really got RPGs that scratch my itch, you know? New RPGs, I should say. Because, like, yeah, there's Persona now, there's Dragon Quest, the Final Fantasy.
Yeah, like,
games.
all the RPG games that you actually enjoyed on the Switch were games that were already released before, just re-released on Switch.
So it's more like I'm catching up with those, rather than here's a new RPG made specifically for the Switch. Or Switch era. See, there's the last energy tank, so that's 2 missiles. What's wrong with Bard? The Bard main, so the world will now mute peak Metroid Prime 2 music. I can't, it's too good. Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike Bards in 14. I disliked Bards in the classic Final Fantasy games because they didn't do much. Kind of like Bard for a while. They just played a song that did the bare minimum at times, and they just sat there. Oh. Echoes forever. Yeah, Echoes is just my favorite. I mean, I always tie this with Fusion because I think that part of the reason I also love Fusion so much is because it being portable. I could play it anywhere growing up. Versus, like, Prime, like, I'm pretty sure if Echoes gets remastered on the Switch, it's game over for me. There, it's basically all I wanted. I might as well check Temple Grounds. Oh, old Bards. Yeah. I mean, I don't mean 14 Bards. Well, since Brain Rot is still active, what and how many items are you missing? 3 missiles. 2 missiles. Sorry. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 2 missiles. No, 3 missiles, actually.
Doesn't sound like you're that sure.
2 missiles and a power bomb then. Because it's 255 then the extra, and then I'm 9 power bombs. So I'm missing a power bomb and 1 power bomb and 2 missiles. Final answer. But God, I'm getting TP flashbacks. I never played before, like during the TP era, but I can imagine the nightmare that it must have been. Like I see, you know, those YouTube videos for like exponential entropy, and I saw the TP bar, and then like I started playing. Your wallet will cry in agony if Prime 2 Remaster is announced. No, it will cry in agony if Prime 2 Remaster Collector's Edition is announced. I just want Echoes Remastered. Alright, I got that missile. I'm pretty sure we did Missile Trooper because I always like showing him off, because I'm surprised by the amount of people who do not know about the missile launch trooper. I feel like I got all the items in here, so I'll since I'm here, I might as well explore Dark Temple grounds. Will Prime 4 revisit Phazon? What are your thoughts? I think we saw Samus get out of a portal in the trailer. Dark World vibes, kind of vibes. Give me...
You do get that question a lot.
Yeah, I do get that question a lot, but I guess I don't mind answering it, because, like, it's just more things to say. Fusion and Echoes, most abilities are obtained by bosses who stole them. And there is a doppelganger around. I'd say that, would you really say that in Echoes the bosses stole the items? I always saw it, like, in Echoes that it's just the creature's natural abilities, and when Samus assimilates the X-Parasite, like, the X-Core, she, through bird magic, gains the ability back, you know? Unless you're talking about the SAX, which I guess so. Probably is that. But yeah, the Doppelganger. I also realized that it's 2 Metroid games where the boss, there's a lot of fun boss mechanics and spectacles and stuff like that. So maybe that's another factor that I hadn't considered. But to answer the other question about Phazon in Prime 4, I highly doubt that Phazon is going to be back. And the reason for this is, I do mention this in my latest video, so if you haven't seen it, please go and give it a watch, and let me know what you think and all this other stuff. Like, I posted that video just to share my thoughts, so that if anybody has any other points that I didn't consider, or factoids that, you know, we can just talk about it and maybe come back to a part 2. Back in 2015, producer Kensuke Tanabe, who is a producer of the Prime trilogy, confirmed producer of Prime 4. He said that in an interview with Eurogamer that the story for both Phazon and Dark Samus were officially over and concluded with Metroid Prime 3, and that he wanted to move forward with Silex and explore that story that they had planned moving forward. And this was in a 2015 interview, which, may I remind you, is before Prime 4 was officially, like, teased and revealed in the 2017 Direct with a floating number 4 in space. However, with the portals that we see in the end of the trailer, in that same interview, or another one during the same time, Tanabe said that he also wanted to could explore another game that had a mechanic similar to Echoes, where Samus is exploring different portions of the same area, but it'd be with a, quote, time-shifting mechanic. So, given that there's a portal over there and all this other stuff, it could be possible that that's, like, something similar to it. That portal that we see is something that's related to the time-shifting mechanic that Tanabe was mentioning. And if it's the case, and it's, again, most likely that the only way we might see Phazon return, given that he said these statements, if from the top of my head, I believe it's the same interview. If the time-shifting mechanic takes Samus to a planet or a region before Phazon's destruction, before Phase's destruction. So, if anything, I feel that Silex is after a different MacGuffin that's in that Federation base. There's one shot, I can load up the trailer if you want, chat, and show you. There's a shot where you see some Federation troopers just, like, pushing a stroller away with an item floating on top of it. And the space pirates are trying to break into that room, and it's during that Morph Bowl segment where you're going above the little... Oh my god, I did not get this item. I did not get this missile expansion. Wow. It's like a
I did
baby one.
not. I did not hit her.
Alright, that makes 2 missiles, 1 missile, and 1 power bomb. For 101%. 1 power bomb just for 100%. So, I feel that Silex is trying to get that MacGuffin. And the cool thing about this aspect is that, like, it's enough... The trailer tells us enough that that MacGuffin should be, like, terrifying. Because Silex already has a Metroid within his grasp, you know? And as we've seen in every Metroid game, those are usually, like, the end-all, be-all doomsday weapon that every single person is trying to get on their hands. And as we eloquently saw with the, like, original NES and Zero Mission... Mother Brain was essentially able to hold the entire galaxy hostage because she just had Metroids under her control. So Silex now has has not just a Metroid under his control, he has Metroids under his control. Yet he still thinks that that's not enough. He needs this whatever MacGuffin may be. And I find that, like, enough to signify that whatever this MacGuffin is, has a power that can even overshadow the Metroids themselves. And I kind of like that angle of it. Because it's kind of like Phazon again, but it's a whole different thing. And the trailer just gives us those hints. If you look closely into the details, like I said, I can play the trailer and point it out if anybody is curious to see. Imagine if the same time that Prime 4 gets released, they also release Prime Collection akin to Prime Trilogy with all 4 games and the 3 previous ones remastered. I will still buy it. Like, I don't care. If I have to double dip, I would happily double dip on Metroid Prime Remastered and all this other stuff. I think it'd be cool. Though I kind of also like the idea of the trilogy being their one game and then Prime 4 being in its separate one, so that way you're also staying true to the fact that, like, okay, yeah, the story of these games is over. This is just Cold Prime because it's the first person, for marketing purposes, you know, it's in first person. It's not Cold Prime because it's continuing the story with Phazon and Dark Samus. It's Cold Prime for the same reasons Federation Force is Cold Prime. Because although, yes, it takes place after Corruption, it doesn't deal with Phazon, and it's just first-person shooter, you know, aspect. Or first-person, I should say. The Silex story has been in the freezer since 2007. And the cool thing about it is that we don't know if they actually gone back and done some tweaks to that story. For all intents and purposes, you know, they've had 17 years to do any necessary edits that they might want to it. So, like, entering the world's planets past and future, kind of, I guess. He didn't really say much about time shifting, because we don't know if it's, like, past, present, future, kind of like Sonic CD, or kind of like a time mechanic of sort. It just says time warp, or I forgot the term right now. Fun question. Each Metroid has a unique power or suit mechanic. What's an idea that should add for Samus's arsenal? Trying to think. That's an interesting question. What suit upgrade? Because I usually like suit upgrades to be like mobility, defense, and if you give me like a new coat of paint, it's usually enough for me. I can't really think of an ability right now from the top of my head. But I guess...
mean, walking on water?
I mean, gravity suit. Oh, on water instead of...
Yeah, like solid ground.
I guess, but like, I kind of like the idea more being submerged and being able to walk normally submerged, you know? For a Prime game... Because, like, you know, most suit upgrades in these games just give you passive abilities, unless you want to count the PED's, you know, hyper mode, which I guess also...
How about an active that just increases your overall damage and regeneration?
Yeah, that could be cool.
But it drains your energy faster.
Yeah, that also might be interesting. I don't know, I like some sort of a passive ability more than a main ability. Kind of like that. Silex, I need more power. I queued. See ya. Have fun with your queue. If Prime 2's art style stays intact in the remaster, I have full faith in Prime 4. I mean, it stayed intact for the Prime 1 remaster, why wouldn't it not stay intact for the Prime 2, you know? I feel like that's the bare minimum. It's called Prime because it's first-person shooter. Yeah, I mean... Time Beyonder suit. If it's a suit from the past, I guess we can call it the Recollection suit. There, I beat chat to the punch. Oh, there's a missile in this room, I think. And I'm pretty sure I did not collect this. Oh, no, it's the power bomb. Alright, there's one rogue missile around. But we have 100%. I can also just go and fight Metroid Prime. Sorry, Emperor Aang and Dark Samus. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Unless anybody has like, alright, chat, what is the room that you usually miss the item on? And I'll go check it if you can't remember. I'm looking for a missile. Wrong brain rot game. I mean, it's still a brain rot. It's my original brain rot. Let me have this, please. I've been having fun going back to rewrite the full-on new outline for... Not new outline, but like the more detailed outline of Recollection and the other projects I've had. If anything, they get me more excited to maybe find ways to get it produced, because I think it might be fun for people out there. There's a lot of... These things are kind of like how I would make a Metroid movie or a Metroid TV show, you know? At least that's sort of like my approach to world building and mysticism and character progression and character growth and stuff like that, you know? Well, this is awkward. There we go. Can't wait for the pawn jump scare that's gonna happen anytime now. Gabe, I think you'll have to start to just randomly appear so people also go for the Gabe jump scare.
The Gabe jump scare?
Yeah, will you look at that? Another robot.
I mean, people are already afraid of me.
True. I don't know why. Literally, I was gonna type that recollection joke and you said it. Well, too slow. I guess I recollected faster than you did about the joke. Can you take care of the bot, Gabe?
Let's see.
Thank you.
Best viewers. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I wanna click on that.
I don't get the point of buying viewers.
You don't actually buy viewers. That's just pretty much a scam.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't even understand the logic of how people would fall for it.
Well, the same way that people will fall for any scam.
True, I guess. There's a lot of people who are not techno savvy or too young to know and stuff. All right. Six-meter sanctuary. Energy tank there. Thank you, Midnight. Also. I didn't know if you were still there. If you were still here, I would have asked you. But I guess that most of you just say goodbye when you're stepping out, which I do appreciate. Okay.
I'll stop doing that from now on. Don't worry about it.
Gabe is just gonna magically like disconnect. And because I'm on streamer mode, Discord won't even play the little sound effect, you know? We got this one. Yep. Alright, let's just go finish the game. It's already been an hour. I'm sort of waiting until lunch is ready. And then I'm gonna spend the rest of the afternoon coding some stuff / trying to either write for the bigger videos I keep mentioning, or Recollection, or Blood Spectre, or Anima. We'll see. Do you think there's a chance that there's an Ing that survived Dark Aether's destruction that could appear in Prime 4? No. I don't really think so. And the reason I think of that is because, as far as we know, Echoes is sort of like a self-contained thing. And according to the lore, the Ing cannot survive outside of Dark Aether's atmosphere. Like, it's sort of like a reverse as the Luminov. They cannot survive on Aether's world. So that's why they possess creatures of Light Aether and essentially use them as hiding spots to explore Light Aether and do this and wage these wars against the Luminov and all the other things from this world. So there's no way an Ing could have, like, say, escaped to Light Aether and, like, stay chilling here, unless, I guess, they possessed a creature. But even then, the game story lets you to believe that the Ings are trying to do everything within their power to stop you, because they're a hive mind of sorts. Well, not a hive mind, but they have a lot of hive mentality type of thing. As the Luminov keep reminding you as you collect more Lights of Aether. And so when Dark Aether sort of implodes, either the gate with Dark Aether is completely sealed off, because, like, the one thing I can imagine is, like, we didn't destroy Dark Aether, we just disconnected it permanently from Aether. But at the same time, the story and the lore tells you that only one of these two worlds can sort of exist. If by the time you collect all the Lights of Aether and you leave Dark Aether, you kind of leave that world to be destroyed, of sorts. So that's my theory. And then we have to remember that the Ings are also, in some essence, Phazon creatures, and Corruption basically tells us that whenever Phase was, kaputs, it took all Phazon related things with it. Because Phazon was more of, like, not necessarily a mineral, but more of, like, part of a greater being, It's an eldritch horror type of thing. There are 3 Dark Metroids dissected in Prime 3's lab. Are they? I don't really remember, but I think there is. And if that's the case, it could just simply, I doubt that the Ing survived that much. Like, I guess if there is a possibility, like, I'm not fully discarding it, and those possibilities in my mind should be Ing possessed something for long enough in Aether somehow, or outside of Dark Aether, for them to survive all this time, and then they, I guess, show up randomly, or B, we only merely cut off the connection, severed the connection between Aether and Dark Aether, but that doesn't entail of Dark Aether's full destruction, and we just been misunderstanding it this entire time, So I guess there is a possibility, but I want to say that the chances are low, because that's still part of the Phazon story, and Tanabe said that he doesn't want to continue more of the Phazon story. I could see the Luminov return, because a theory I had, of sorts, is that the new planet that we see at the end could be Aether during its prime. The last shot of the camera panning over to that tree of Samus coming out of a portal seems very reminiscent to the reveal shot of the temple grounds when you first are in Aether, and there's conveniently a portal next to that very same room. So if that's the case, and there is a chance for, like, if that's an Aether with a time shift, then there could be a chance that we're jumping between different time periods during the golden era years of Aether before the Luminov and their fight against the Ing, or some stuff like that, The better question is, if Silex would want to have to do that so that he could get Phazon, why would he not try to, like, go to the pirate homeworld instead of Aether? So the other theory I had is that it could be just another Luminov civilization, because of the architecture looking very similar to some architecture we've seen on Aether. But again, that's just a theory, so feel free to, like, counter counter theory. I love Torvus so much that I came to Torvus instead of going to the Sky Temple. Whoops. I wonder when new substance material will be the next Phazon in Prime 4, since Phazon is gone for good, I think. With Phazon gone, Punt's gonna have to find a new Gatorade flavor to live and feed off for now. Well, the joke is that Pawn hasn't finished Corruption, so in her universe, Phazon still exists in an unlimited supply until she finishes Corruption, so. Back it was Brave Fox launch stuff. Well, okay, at least you got like a shut off your brain, get experience points leap. I never get like Dawn Trail or Endwalker maps on my roulettes unless they're like the high level roulette.
Huh.
Actually, I should probably go and regain my ammo. But for the new substance and stuff, I don't think it's going to be a substance. It might be a gimmick with the whole time shifting thing I said. And that artifact I remembered I mentioned in the on the trailer, which again, if anybody is curious, I can play it for you. I can show you my theories frame by frame. Also heard we're killing Spawn's wife. Yeah, I got 100%. I don't really want to waste time finding the lost item because I'm already wasting enough time going all the wrong ways. So might as well finish this so that way I'd rather just start a randomizer seed with this game if I'm going to start from scratch. But hey, that's just a theory. Game theory.
Oh, Albert.
Yes.
How do I say this to you?
That you love me?
No.
That you adore me?
Literally, as soon as you finish the sentence, start randomizer stream with this game. Pawn jump into chat.
No
Hi,
way.
Pawn.
Oh my god, it is some sort of fucking black magic. Holy shit. I said, alright, I'm not gonna collect the item, I'm just gonna fight Dark Samus. Pawn, and then doing a randomizer seed. Pawn, hello. See, told you. Chad was just confident that if we mentioned Phazon and Dark Samus enough, that you would eventually show up. We could start a randomizer stream instead of fighting Dark Samus. It's up to you, Pawn. You want to see Goopy Ding Samosa or randomizer seed? It's Metroid Prime 2 ending, so she won't die, you know?
Oh no.
We go. I land the killing blow on Dark Samus. Pawn, kill the stream. Do it now.
You know what would be really funny?
What?
As you were about to kill her. Oh hey, what about that IOU you owe me?
Yeah, that IOU. You either end the stream now or keep bullying your lizard. Oh, I got.
Now they can say the word.
No.
Yes.
Brian is saying, Midnight is first saying the manifestation worked in all caps. The goop made her manifest. And then Brian is saying, if Palm beats Prime 3, that means she'll have to recollect on it the future. And she probably doesn't want to do that. It'll haunt her for the rest of her days.
It will.
Yeah, Palm will be like, Anakin, what have I done? Oh yeah, I guess I can show chat that the lizard has like a new hairstyle and she looks so extra cute with it.
I like how all three of us change hairstyles.
Yeah.
At some point.
I mean, I at least am doing story content with a default hairstyle because I just like it. But like now it's just for fun. Because why not? New graphics update. Pawn sitting in the corner years later. I miss my wife. It says Midnight, not even me. Oh, we've collected all the sacred MacGuffins scattered throughout the world. We may now enter the Sky Temple Key. Thank you, Akul, for your service. If only she had a light suit of herself. Maybe she wouldn't have perished here. Nice attention to detail. She's usually leaning against the thing, but then after the cutscene, her body just plops. Luminous. Soon I shall pass to the final rest. My key is in place. Through my spiritual link to the others, I know I know where their bodies lie. I shall leave this knowledge that their last location in the dark world can be known. May this knowledge lead our warriors to the Sky Temple keys. The time draws near. Hear the words of Wakul. She they call champion of Aether. Know that my warriors fought and died with uncommon valor. Do not look unkindly upon their failure, for they died to save us all. I fucking love Wakul. She's so cool. Like, again, so little, so thick sauce. It's not about how much sauce you write into your story, it's about how thick it is. I mean, the phase-on radiation levels are high, so she manifests as quick as possible. As soon as she heard Orpheon mention, time to destroy Dark Samus. Extra thick Delore, yeah, you're right. Let me know if it looks like she had a bad hangover. Yeah, she does look like she had a bad hangover. Don't mind, I'm definitely not loading a picture of the lizard's new look in the meantime.
Chat, point at the lizard and call her a tomboy.
No.
She's a tomboy. I'm free now.
There. This is how she's looking at the time being. I changed.
Tomboy.
No. I think she looks so cute. She's saying Spawn is speaking the truth. Trust me, Chad, I am trying to make the lore be as extra thick in the things I'm writing as well, because I like, you know, I love stories like these. Cute? Oh, spunky and cute. Yeah, see, she's just spunky and cute. Do you think the Yang are like, who the heck is this woman and why is she ruining our plans? Yeah, they're definitely thinking like, who the fuck is this woman and why she's ruining our plan? Albert, the short hair screams tomboy. I mean, it's not my fault.
You're into tomboys, that's the thing.
No.
Yes, you are.
I just think she looks so cute and spunky.
Mm-hmm.
I can't decide on whether to say spunky or tomboy, says chat.
Both. Why not both?
That's what what tomboy girls usually cut their hairs into. So, are you gonna tell me the same about this hairstyle then? The default lizard? My brother in the Imperium, you made her look this way. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Hitler's not wrong.
I mean, I didn't. I just thought she looked kind of neat and spunky and cute. My brother in the Imperium, I'm crying since midnight. Ing, our day be fine. Then boom, Sam, is our day no fine? Radiating large amounts of tomboy energy. No, chat. She's.
Chat's not wrong.
Chat is super wrong.
Chat is not wrong.
Chat is just super wrong. She just looks very cute and cool. Source.
Sure.
I have the bob before I know the lore. But yeah, that's I'm regardless, chat. I'm trying to decide if I stick with like her old, spiky ponytail hairstyle that you all know so well because of how many times I put this character on the stream and I halt the stream just to show the character, See, she's just very spunky. Or do I just stick a little bit longer with the short hair because it looks super cute.
You're supposed to go through the 5 stages of grief here, mate, and not just chill on step 1, denial.
The Nile's a river on the desert. I don't know what you're talking about. The Nile is a river in Egypt. I do not know what you're talking about. Bob kinda slaps, not gonna lie. What is Bob? Is this Bob? Is the short hair Bob? Both are really good. Yeah, that's a problem. Bray, look how Bray just typed spooky tomboy. There, I said both words.
Indeed, a spunky tomboy.
Midnight says that the short hair slaps.
It does.
There is a third short hair, but I'll do that later. I'll take a picture of it later and then show it. But she looks super cute with the short hair. I'm not gonna even lie. But she also looks so cute and spunky with this other hair. Oh, I don't know.
Spunky tomboy.
No,
Spunky tomboy.
Stop.
No.
Leave Lizard.
I am free.
But Midnight isn't. Midnight, take the brakes. Midnight, take the brakes off. Midnight, take the brakes off. Midnight says your lizard rocks the bobcat more than I was able to. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but thank you. Smell like Teen Spirit? Nah, smells like Spunky Tomboy. Ah! But then again, 4th grade Midnight just did not know how to rock it, so yeah. Dang Samosa. Chat is saying, Dang Samosa's temporary, Lizard is eternal.
Damn it.
No, Pawn has it, in full cap says. No, take the brain cell back. Alright, fine, we'll go distract. I'll distract Pawn the best way I can. Go fight her wife. She is not.
Wait, who? Oh my dang.
What do you mean, who? Wow. You hit her.
There's several.
You heard.
I have several.
You heard it here first.
I have several.
We're playing. We're game.
I have several in rotation.
In rotation, so Dark Simus is not like the temporary standby. I see. I see.
Excuse me. All right, I see how it is. Okay. All right.
This is what is called poking the tiger.
Well, this is not.
So tonight, I better not hear. No, she's not a tomboy. She is a tomboy.
She isn't a tomboy though.
She is.
Chat is going crazy. Damn, Dank Samosa got replaced and forgotten.
I am going to. I swear, I am going to.
I have several, Pawn.
I have several rotations though.
Hold on. What is Tisitch's cursed labyrinth? Does spunky even mean? Having heard it so many times, this made it impossible to grasp a meaning. It's kind of like Moxie. Reject Dang Samosa, embrace spunky lizard tomboy, cis chat member. Stop it. I will swap games. I promise if you guys keep saying it, I will swap games. No more Metroid. This will become another lizard stream.
Lizard? But I'm not with my lizard.
Well, yeah, well, see, that's why I'm saying you keep it up, and you guys will make that brain rot show up, and then it won't be Metroid, it'll be Lizard. Can't wait to see what will happen tonight. What do you mean by that, Emre? Why are you booing Pawn? She's right. Because she's not right. She's not a something. I don't know why you guys keep saying it. I want a textbook. I want like a thesis.
All right, I see.
Yeah, right.
Come on, chat. We can work together. We can work together, chat.
I haven't seen these guys. I can try out using my potato on my laptop, says Midnight. Yes, please. We would love to have more people. And then if there's enough and we're doing silly things, we can always just do another stream later tonight.
I want my goddamn Halloween minion.
Me too.
I'm so salty.
Little does he know, if we kept, hold on, I can't fight this face of Emperor Ing and Rechat at the same time. Because I gotta time those stupid super missiles. Anyways, little does he know, if we keep it up, we save Dank Samosa from being annihilated here. That is right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what Pawn is trying to do. I see through your facade. Using the lizard as
my lizard! But my lizard!
Well, my lizard.
My lizard! I can't get to my lizard.
Well, how is that my problem?
Bitch, I see how it is.
Yay, you're the one who's been attacking me all this other time.
That sounds like a you problem.
We'll see tonight when Pawn will be the healer and you're in the party. Why are you guys doing this? What have I done? What have I done recently to any of you to deserve such bullying? I want a capybara. Yeah, Pawn and I also want the
Metroid
capybara.
5.
I might be doing stream stuff tonight. If it doesn't run into live streams, I have to watch. But after live stream, I can probably join. Yeah, I mean, whenever you want, man. You're one tap away from your tomboy anyway. If you had it this loaded since whenever you started playing Final Fantasy 14. From your tomboy anyway. You had this loaded since whenever you started. I mean, I didn't start playing as the lizard. I started playing as a dumb Mikote because I was stupid. But you know,
I started as a lizard.
Huh?
I started as a lizard.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bunny.
I mean, it's also because you and I, Gabe, we were doing the whole everybody's playing a different species, and at that time Kathleen was playing Aura. Or I think it was Hildy, the Kuba, who was playing Aura, so that's why you chose Viera and I chose Mikoto.
Yeah, because I like Fran.
Yeah.
And I would have stayed Viera if it wasn't because of the one issue that all Vieras have.
No hats.
Yep.
And I mean, you also get more customization with our Cypher hats. You get to choose your tail, and the scales, and your horns. I always hated this phase of the fight so much. It would be real funny if you end the stream before Dark Samus shows up. I mean, we can do that. I can do that to troll Pawn, but I think that would cause more issues for me in the future. I started with Miko when Bonnie came out at full Bonnie. I guess for me it's like, you know, I started with Miko, then I did the Fantasia 2 Lizard, and then I never looked back. Sure, you weren't playing a Lizard, surely. I have actually the screenshots to show my character before Lizard.
I remember the cat.
Yeah. But that's a small price for being a Bonnie. Yeah, same as ear wiggles, am I right?
Ear wiggle.
Ear wiggle. I thought I could be fancy. I thought wrong. Yeah, you know, it's a small price to pay when other players cannot just wiggle their ears. If I were to play another, like, species in 14, I'd probably pick male Rogadin, because I find them so lovable.
So it's Curious George.
Yeah, so, me.
I'll probably try out female Hofrar.
Yeah, that could also be cool.
I would probably be a Lala.
You really would be a Lala?
And just put no pawn.
No pawn, that's so perfect. That's gotta be your ult now.
No, you have to
pawn.
do it, I'm sorry.
You have to do that now, it's the law.
Damn it!
That's
you
too much.
can come up with that idea, not
That's too much of a good pun not to be used. No pun, hero pun. No pun intended, says chat. I play Mikote and Lizard. Listen, up right there, y'all little shit. Okay. Why not Femro? Femro, they look dope. Yeah, they do. I haven't really sat down and played with a Femro rough character creator. Mostly because I know I can't do anything as funky as my Lizard. It's not my fault, chat, that she's just that spunky, and that other species cannot look that spunky. And other players don't play with spunky characters. Everybody's just doing cutesy uwu or slut plays. If Kirby have taught me anything, is that the final boss must at least have 10 heart health bars, yeah. But in this case, it also feels fitting because of, like, what are we fighting? You know, if not the source of all these problems. And they're also showing us how the ink can, like, evolve quickly and adapt to things. because Phazon is so scary. This thing is actually using the light of Aether as like a power source. It doesn't even have an eyeball. It's super cool. Very much Eldritch horror. Anyways, Chad, what do you say? Spiky ponytail or short hair? I know Midnight is voting for team short hair.
I don't
You
blame
made her in the character. Am I about to turn into a known worshipper? Says Jaylee. A known worshipper of what? The lizard? Oh, maybe. The lizard tends to have that effect on people. I've come to know a group of dedicated lizard fan boys and girls. And all I can say is I am very cool that people like my lizard. Between long hair and short hair, yes. Yeah, Emmerich knows how I feel right now. Ings are a native Phazon thing. Yeah, I mean, when you're in Phase, you even see Phazon inglets. They are made out of Phazon. They were born from the Phazon chaos. It's just that the conditions in which, like, Phazon is able to propagate and create its own life. And because it landed here, thanks to the special conditions of how Phazon reacted to the unique properties of Light Aether, it gave birth to Dark Aether and the Ing as well. My goodness. I'll re-chat it a bit. I just want to get this guy done so I can end the stream before I gotta get bullied.
Again?
Worship Lizard and get Spunk as a passive buff. She's just very neat, chat, alright? You know what? Who needs to see the Emperor dying? Here, have a lizard. She's so cute. You have been wanting to tell you, but there's this one Minecraft Metroid mod that is severely underrated, and you should definitely try sometime. It's called Metroid Revival. Alright, I'll check it out. I'm not much of a Minecraft player, but, you know, I'm never opposed to trying out something new.
Talking about Minecraft, I found a Digimon mod that is finally out, and I love it.
Nice. Banana Batman is saying, both are good, but I'd say short hair. Ings are the coolest enemy of Metroid franchise? Yeah, I could see that. Do that, but with the entirety of Dang Samosa fight. Alright, yeah, Chad is saying, Pawn, you don't get to see Dang Samosa, you'll get to see the lizard.
Lizard?
We
But
won't
I
see...
don't have my lizard with me.
Yeah, but you'll get to see... Instead of seeing the Dark Samus in the fight, the stream will just be the lizard image over the Dark Samus fight.
Oh, man.
This is... I love this song so much. It's so cool seeing a freaking countdown at the end of a Metroid Prime game, and it's playing this song, this remix. It's only been like 3 games. How is this not that regular Escape theme? Why do we need a Ridley version? Like, that's just a remake of the Ridley theme. Apparently getting off the stream because I'm not watching Spoiler for Echoes, because I'm excited for the remaster maybe in 2026. Well, yeah, this is the final boss, so... You can just stay watching and, like, scroll me downward and you won't see anything. Dark Samus censorship. Pawn is even humming the song as well. The brain rot is real. Oh, look, Pawn.
It is real.
Goop.
I like this one over the other one.
Pawn, look, it's Goop. Yeah, me too.
Goop. The blue Gatorade.
Hey, Goopy, thanks, Samosa.
The Goop. Goopy Dink.
Again, this shot over here, so fucking cool. Anyways, who cares about Dark Samus? Lizard, am I right?
Bitch. I see.
I just want to hear the Escape theme a little bit more, and I have now gained sudden recollection of upcoming Minecraft movie. Yeah, it does look like shit. Escape music as Orpheon's ringtone or alarm noise. It used to be like an alarm noise, but then it got a little bit too intense. No dang samosas were in the heart of this recollection. I mean replay of Metroid Prime 2.
I mean, I could still make tank in 14 with Lizard.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I should keep it as Ninja or switch over to Viper. Because I see that when you play Viper, you got
I say
that
Viper.
power up
I
thing.
say Viper because the power up state makes you glow blue like she is glowing blue right now.
Yeah, so I'm like, should I switch to Viper?
Yeah, definitely Viper.
Alright.
If it's only on one job, then make it Viper. Oh, it's cool that even on the Echo Visor, she's sort of like, you're just seeing as like her nervous system and skeletons.
Totally.
She's got a lot of spice melange, Pawn. The spice is too strong in her. She must be stopped.
No.
Oh, we moved into the shitty phase of the fight.
Oh, that phase.
Yeah, I hate this phase so much. Her nerve system and skeleton make noise? Wow, cool. I mean, she's an eldritch abomination. I don't think the rules of our physical realm apply to her. Abomination. I just realized a Dune reference. I love how her shell looks now a lot more like the Vargas suit from Prime 1. Yeah, it's super cool. Attention to details. You get back in there. That was... I fucked it up, damn it. The spice. Dank salsa. Salsa mosa. This song in this fight is so cool. If this last phase was like slightly different, if there was more involved fight like Dark Samus 1 and Dark Samus 2, this would be triple S tier, but Imagine in Prime 4 adds a substance called Chazon from planet Chase. That's just Phazon but yellow, and the red Phazon variant Chazon is green. Pawn would still Pawn would be excited, but I don't think she will like it as much as Blue in Phazon.
No.
Dune noises. The spice must flow. I mean, it's hard not to have the Dune brain rot because I'm also streaming Armor Core, and that's basically just a giant love letter to Dune. Armor Core 6, that is.
You get
back
fight
in there.
Shai-Hulud.
You get to fight the Shai-Hulud.
Shai-Hulud.
Bless the Maker and his water. Bless the coming and going of him. May his past cleanse the world. Come on. Do the thing! Pawn, can you tell your wife to do the thing?
No.
Oh. Is it because she won't listen or because you just don't want to?
I just don't want to. I don't feel like it.
Blue,
I'm
be
over
nice.
over here eating lunch.
Hey, Pawn. Look at the picture that I sent you on DM.
Chad is saying, Pawn after seeing and ingesting Chazon. It's not the same, sad face.
That's how it started, Pawn.
Armor Breaker Souls 6. I love Armor Core though. And now Pawn has a new husbando in that game. Wow, I never did that before. I just...
In Armor Core, you said?
Yeah, you have a new husbando in Armored Core. Rusty.
Yeah, Rusty.
It's Rusty.
Buddy.
Yeah, the buddy guy.
Buddy.
Dang Samosa is just selling at this point, yeah. I mean, she can probably survive this destruction of Dark Aether. I can't. She really just needs to run the clock on me. Wow, magic pixel. Magic pixel. Fucking magic pixel. Dark Samus is just making fun of me right now. She's
Good.
just making fun of me.
Good.
Calm the fuck on. Don't tell me.
You fucked up.
Fuck, I fucked up. I thought she was gonna turn off the bubble. There we go. Defeat it.
No, my way.
Now gone and dead.
Don't worry, I'll log into 14 to see her again.
You'll just load up Smash Brothers. You'll look at your Smash Brothers amiibo. Pawn, you
There
live
she is.
you live on the timeline where you have a Dark Samus amiibo.
And it's sitting on my desk right now.
If there's no Dark Samus amiibo functionality with Prime 4, I'm gonna be very sad.
I'll be very angry.
Look, Pawn, if Pawn was in Samus's shoes right now, she would have immediately grabbed Dark Samus's hand and kissed it.
My way.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'll let
That's me with no lizard.
You guys can commentate over this. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my water across the room.
Come on, let's talk about something 100% completely different to the stream.
Right.
Like Gundam Breaker. Are you gonna play it?
Maybe.
I'm not obsessed with
fine.
Gundam Breaker.
Oh no.
I made a fucking heavy armored mobile suit with a fucking mobility boost.
Ooh.
Like, how do I say this? Imagine. Imagine. You remember Full Armor Unicorn?
You think so?
Like Unicorn with all the fucking heavy artillery and armor on top.
Uh-huh.
Okay, imagine that,
Oh, I
but
remember.
moves like Barbatos Lupos.
What the fuck?
And imagine the artillery is just twice the size and heavy.
Oh my god.
Fun, I have 4 rocket launchers, 2 laser guns, 2 dual machine guns, and 6 missile launchers.
And I'm back.
You're back.
Oh, I came back to the best part of the game.
Muff.
The wave.
Saved our lives. We're eternally grateful.
We're eternally
It's
grateful.
another Tuesday.
I love that there's that one large gong, like, hey, she's leaving, everybody. It's just this wave,
Another
and she's
Tuesday.
not looking back. It's so cool. She's so fucking cool, dude. It's my favorite thing actually of the Prime 3 Figma is that the promo image, one of the promos images is just that wave. They know how iconic that wave is, you know? I'm still sad that we not get like a helmetless Samus in Dread. I had to wait to Prime Remaster to see like an HD Samus face sculpt on a Metroid game. All in a day's work. Or it could also be like, I'll bill you later. And she leaves. And now, arguably the best title beam. Oh, that's a cool ass mobile suit, Gabe.
And alright.
That's a very cool ass mobility suit.
You recognize those legs?
Yeah. Chunky Sasabi.
Yep. This build is so broken and I didn't do it on purpose.
It's awesome when you find something like that, you know?
Like, it's full of like heavy artillery from Zaku units. Because, you know, everything Zaku is just more powerful, just less effective.
Yeah.
I mean, not less effective. less efficient,
Okay.
if that's a word.
Yeah, I
Because you know they're meant to be expendable, so just increase power for efficiency.
yeah.
So that's my fucking Gundam, but because I have the ashtray head,
Mm-hmm.
I can use the ashtray mobility boost.
Oh my goodness. Me think we'll self-destruct now. Me have been sleepy all day. Now be a good time to give in. Yeah, I mean, the stream is almost basically over, essentially. You know, I gotta go make lunch and then see what else are we doing for the day. I definitely do want to see if there are no plans that maybe I can come and play 14 or something earlier. And if there's enough people, play, you know, some other thing. Made Laser wear a dang samosa costume? Pawn already did that. Pawn? Do you have a picture of your dang samosa glam? Huh? She's in the void.
You're in the void pond. We can barely understand you.
She's probably away from the mic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like,
You're still...
You're still far away from the mic pond.
I'm really good. I'm like
Pawn-
right next to my phone.
I think it might be your connection, man. Satoru
Yeah,
Iwata,
probably.
hello. Kensuke Tanabe, hello. She's stuck in Dark Aether. Dread Varia suit
Hello?
in the Fusion Varia suit coloration.
We can understand you better, yes.
Alright,
Chat is saying Dang Samosa isn't here anymore, therefore she disappears. It's the rule. Just send me a picture of your one of your Dark Samus's glams for Lizard so I can show it to chat.
I know, I'm just like a bird. I'm like scrolling through pictures of
We cannot
people,
understand
yeah.
anything you're saying. I think you might need to kick your router or Discord is just screwing with us.
I think it's just
Because I hear a
But
lot
I'm
of
not
like Thanks Samosa.
Yeah, you sound like someone
Lizard.
from Peanuts.
Oh, whoops.
Oh,
Internet reception in phase is whack after its destruction. Pawn is in space, hating to Aether. That's why her connection is stuttering. We ran out of crystals and Phazon
Okay.
to summon the primal pawn. Everybody's just doing you and Phazon jokes. Oh wait, here's a post-credit scene. More Dark Samus content. Maybe they'll bring Pawn back from the void.
it's in Chosen Runs,
Okay. But first,
but it's in Walker. Spoiler.
it's fine, I guess. I'm getting the picture. Oh, this is Anwalker. I mean, this is fine. Anwalker's old enough. You're still in that void. What the fuck? There's Pawn on Pawn's Dark Samus glam of sorts. For her ninja. Extra post-credit cutscene. We see Pawn come out of her ship collecting the rest of the Phazon particles with a capsule, perhaps preserving the flavor for something. I like how this is hubris, Pawn. This is the internet punishing you for just bullying Melissa that much. See? It's karma. It's karma. Alright, let's see the post-credit scene.
I missed.
I lived, bitch.
I
It's great.
lived.
It's great because the song in that cutscene seems like a warped version of the Metroid Prime 2 theme. Like the title, the beginning of the title screen. It's a corrupted version of it, if you may. Is that how they were hinting at it? See, Pawn's back. I don't know, is she back?
I am. Am I?
Are you?
Hello?
Yeah, you are.
Am I?
You seem back.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not at home. So,
Yeah.
and I'm on mobile. So,
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, now is that awkward moment where it's like, what else do we do? I guess I can show the Metroid Prime 4 theory I had.
You could also do some Pokemon Rogue. Meanwhile.
No, but I don't think I'm gonna stay for too long. That's the thing. Because I know me with Poke Rogue, and then I'll, like, want to keep playing. What else can we do but recollect? Time to put the map pad hat. Whip out the theory board. Alright, I'm... Oh. Okay, well, I'll load up YouTube, I guess, because my hard drive doesn't seem to want to work. Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, I'll figure that out later. Let me do this. YouTube. We're gonna go to Metroid Prime 4. Now click on the bird video. Oh my god, it's an actual cute bird though. Alright. It's time for Metroid Prime 3 or Dread. I don't know, we'll see. If I were to play another Metroid game, might be like a randomizer of this game. Alright, so I won't play with the music. I'm not gonna play the entire trailer. I'm just gonna mention the one thing that I was saying that I think is going to be one of the main story MacGuffins for the game, you know? Alright, so, excuse me, lizard. If you see here, okay, Lizard has a Dang Samosa costume, but can Lizard wield Phazon though? Maybe.
Yes.
You heard it
Let
there.
me see if I can get a better picture.
Pawn says yes.
Mr. Meow, no.
Alright, so here in this shot, you'll see. So you can see the space pirates are trying to break into this room, right? And they blow up the door. And you see over here, these Federation troops are escorting something out of what seems to be like a main lab area of sorts, while other troopers are trying to fight off the space pirates. And you see this thing on top of it. You see it? You see this thing on top of it. Oh, there's an energy tank over here. There, you can see an energy tank over there. I hadn't noticed that until now. But there's this thing, you know, in the middle of it. And I believe that that middle thing might be the new... either the new MacGuffin or the new piece or whatever that the pirates and Silex are trying to get their hands on. And if it's the case, and if there's indeed time shifting mechanic, it could still be like some sort of thing that expands and becomes a portal when fueled with enough energy or entered a sequence of sorts and stuff. Pawn is the last living being that can produce Phazon. You need her permission to use Phazon, says chat.
Oh my god.
I think you're gonna have to swap your VTuber to be made so it's made out of Phazon instead of goop.
Oh my goodness.
Instead of a slime.
I mean,
Well, she's already blue.
True.
I'm already blue.
True.
Lizard.
So yeah, I think that that's gonna be the main mechanic thingy for the game. And this is the last shot I mentioned. Like, this shot almost kind of feels like the introduction to Temple Grounds, but like in a much wider angle. It's not the same camera, but the motion is kind of similar. It's looking up at a tree, and you see a bridge over here and stuff like that, so, you know. A new piece that the pirates are looking for, a One Piece? Oh my goodness. Do you think Prime 4 Samus is more like Dread Samus, tired and annoying of all this shit? I don't know. I mean, I think that Samus is just like, not necessarily tired and annoyed of all this shit. It's more that she takes this stuff seriously. She isn't fucking around. She's not getting cocky. Because I like to imagine that her being a professional Chozo warrior, she just knows that, you know, you can't afford to just think, yeah, I got him and they're dead. I gotta take this stuff seriously because a lot is at stake. So I wouldn't say annoyed or tired. It's more like she's just like, I gotta get this done. You gotta be stopped no matter the cost, and I'm just not playing around myself. She's in serious mode is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. But yeah, those are like the two things I had thought. And like, I still think that the Luminov idea I said is still kind of which is why I didn't add it but into the video, but who knows. I don't know why, but the trailer has a Halo 2 vibes, and like, look at the Metroid Prime 3 trailers. Those really give
I mean,
more Halo vibes.
You know who the art director is, right?
Yeah, this is from Halo 4, and there's people from Blizzard as well in this game.
Yep.
Which has me excited for the fact that, like, hey, maybe they'll like make a multiplayer, and if they do, I just hope it's not the main focus. I hope there's no battle passes, and I hope that it keeps the arena shooter mentality of the original Hunters. Imagine if Silex dies because he gets hit by the Metroid suck. That'd be very ironic. That'd be very sad and very ironic. This game looks incredible, by the way. I mean, it looks like shit. I mean, it looks incredible. I mean, it looks like shit. What am I talking about? It's cool. It's a sweet-ass, like, roll animation. Definitely not motion captured. So cool. Like, another thing I like about this trailer is that you can definitely tell by the way this explosion looks that it's still like an early draft, you know? Like, alright, Samus looks pretty, but like the environment and the explosion and these background elements can still use some work because they're just putting stuff together for this trailer. Like, you can even see here, I don't know if you see it, chat. This is how much I've seen this trailer. The pirates models don't finish loading. Like, you can see, I might be, like, I want to double check with people because I don't know if it's just me being drunk. But look at this pirate over here on the right, and you'll see, like, he gets into position, and then like his model, I swear you can kind of see his model slightly pop. There, you can see it, you know, pop into like the fully loaded one in the scene. So he's like in low poly mode doing the motion, and then when he's close to getting into the final, yeah, you can see it there, like low poly. Oh, I might have gone too far. I had it right there. There. Here, I'll stream it for you guys in Discord so it's easier. This probably will be the final thing I show, and then I'll call it a stream. It's super cool in my eyes because it just means like, hey, they have enough vertical slices ready to show us something, but the game is not fully finished yet. So like, hey, we're just doing this so that you guys know that the game is planned, coming out and all that stuff. We've addressed the elephant, but like, if you see this pirate over here, the one to the right of Silex, right next to the right of Silex, right next to that Metroid. If I move a frame, like right now he's in low poly mode, and then he swaps to high poly mode.
Oh, I see.
And if anything, it just goes to show how good it is. That like the difference is not too drastic to it be like a jump scare of sorts. But those are things that for sure are gonna get polished for the final game. Cause like, when you see Samus's model in this close-up of Silex, and you notice how sweet, detailed, and polished they look, especially with this close-up of Samus, like, look at this close-up, right? I'm pretty sure that they want to match that for the rest of the explosions and these ships and all the background elements that people have been complaining online. But I always saw like this is still like a work in development. We're just showing you something that's close to final, that with a few more patches it's gonna have that final look, because it's particle effects, it's set dressing. If the gameplay is fine, like even you can see the little particle effects of like the debris and the explosion and the sparks like being close to finalized. They don't even have that much of physics yet, so they just fall on the ground. And they just, they don't bounce or wiggle or anything like that. So, like, it goes to show that there's still probably some work to be done between here and when the game comes out. And that's why I'm not, like, criticizing the game. Now that you see that Space Pirate, you cannot unsee him going from low poly to boop. I'm so sorry to have cursed everybody with this knowledge. It happens with all 4 pirates, but I think that's the one that's easier to notice. Because of, like, the pose and the timing. They all move super cool. I love these. I'm just the way they move and all that stuff is super cool. The timing, the framing, chef kiss. All right. Well, as I said, I'm gonna call it a stream here because I want to go do some other things. But maybe we might play 14 later, as I mentioned. If anybody wants to join for us later, then you'll be more than welcome. It'll be like sometime late night or nighttime Central Standard. And if not, then maybe I'll do something else. Tomorrow, by the way, I'm gonna be co-hosting on Deadweight's stream, so I'm not gonna be here for my own stream. But like, if you guys want to see me commentate more over Metroid Prime 2, he is doing his own playthrough of Prime 2, and I'm just like backseat commentating. So if you want to check us out, please do go look for Deadweight on, I think YouTube is where he streams. He does a lot of Little King story games, so that's how you found the right channel. But with all that said, I thank you so much for tuning in. Please stop bullying my lizard, and
never.
Please, pretty please,
never.
Oh.
Can you please? I asked Chad and everybody to like thank you for watching. Please stop bullying my lizard.
No, calling her a tomboy.
No, she's just cute.
She's a spunky tomboy. That's what she is.
No, she's spunky.
She's a spunky tomboy.
No, she's just spunky.
She's a spunky tomboy.
No, this is her new glam, by the way. I thought it looked cool for like a cyber glam. No, it looks cool and equally cute on her.
Right now.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Emmerich says, I demute the stream and I hear Pawn say, she's a spunky tomboy. Great timing. I'm the old dragon tongue. Spunky means tomboy. No. And she's just neat and cool. But yeah, all right. I'll see you guys some other stream. Maybe I'll do some more Armored Core would come back, or Wind Waker Randomizer, or Prime 2 Randomizer. We'll see. We'll see. I'm also trying to get to time the Ori streams with Taco. It's just that right now, like I said, I'm trying to do a little bit of a course correct, and I'm getting into coding, so I don't want to overwhelm myself with like, all right, I'm doing coding, I'm doing recollection and the other stories, I'm doing Orpheon, I'm doing streaming, and now I have to do streaming on certain games, certain games on certain times of day and stuff like that. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching, and please take care, and I hope that everybody has a fun, chill time, and I'll see you guys next stream. Thanks, Gabe and Pon, for co-hosting, and thank you, Pon, for not bullying my lizard.
I have.
No, you haven't.
I will. Yes, I have.
No, you
I've
haven't.
been calling her tomboy.
No, she's... Alright, I'll see you guys.